So in today's video, I'm talking about how I teach my children to speak Igbo. Join us on Supu. Achọrọ m ikene unu ka unu si mepụta efe bịa ka anyị nọkọ unu n'ụsọ n'Igbo ebe a kịta taa na Supu the Igbo Language Cafe. Afa m bụ Obiọkpala, abụ m onye nkụzi unu ebe a kịta taa na Supu the Igbo Language Cafe. Today's video is going to be slightly different. I talked about the title. Well, today I'm discussing how I teach my children to speak Igbo language. However, I'm not doing it on my own. This is a collaboration video. I'm collaborating with IJ of Igbostudy. It's a YouTube channel. Please check her out. She's an amazing Igbo language tutor. She's just absolutely amazing. So today, because we're collaborating, I'm going to be showing a video that IJ sent me from, well, IJ sent me a video on how five ways she teaches her children to speak Igbo language, and I've sent her a video of myself talking about 5 ways I teach my children to speak Igbo language. So ihe onyonyo tata ana m akọwapụta ụzọ ise ana m akọwapụta ụzọ ise etu esi akụzi ụmụ nke esi asụ Igbo. Mana ihe onyonyo tata mụ na Ijeọma nke Igbostudy na-emekọ ihe onyonyo anyị ọnụ. Ezigagoro m ya ihe onyonyo nke mmepụtago ịkọwa ihe ise mwasị etu ihe ise ọ ụzọ ise esi m akụzi ụmụ m Igbo nyanwa izigara m nke. So you guys will watch now the next clip, or watch out now, see hers, and then we can have a chat. Okay?
So sharing how I teach my kids Igbo. So I have an 8-year-old. Oh no, actually, she's not 8. I have a 9-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 2-year-old. Yes. Okay. So how do I teach them Igbo? So what I would normally do, I have different ways, but the main one is I speak Igbo to them in the house, okay? And when they answer me, I prompt them to answer me in Igbo, because first thing they want to do usually is to answer me in English. However, these days, because they know I'm teaching Igbo, they are more likely to say some Igbo, even though they may not complete the sentence in Igbo, okay? And I encourage them to do that, okay? So that's really a good way, and that's my main way, and I'm working on it, because sometimes I get sidetracked and I just reply in English without knowing, thinking about it. Okay, so these days I'm trying to remind myself, be present, and remember, speak Igbo, Igbo, okay? So it's a journey even for me, and we will get there. Okay, so that's number one. The second way I teach them Igbo is I usually give them writing tasks. So my kids like to write stories. They're always making up stories. So usually what I then do is sometimes I translate their stories to Igbo for them, or I tell them to just write simple sentences. So not a story. So I might say write 5 sentences in Igbo for me, okay? And they will then usually go to either watch my videos so they know what to write, or I have a phrase book in the house. They have a look at it and then write some for me. Okay, that's my second way. And this second way brings me to the third way. The third way is similar, except that this time they're not writing on paper, they are writing it on PowerPoint. So they make PowerPoint presentations for me. Some of the teachings I do here I do on my YouTube channel is actually the kids that have put it together. So they will bring out the sentences they want, either from my previous YouTube channel or from my phrase book that I mentioned before. And then we'll go hunting for pictures that match those phrases. Okay, and we usually get these pictures online. It's the royalty-free pictures, the ones that you can use freely. So we get those pictures, put them in the PowerPoint, and then we make the video. Okay, and then they just read it out, I record it and edit, and it's on YouTube. Okay, so that's the third way. They make PowerPoint presentations. It's usually one sentence per slide. It's not a big thing. Sometimes it's even just one word. Okay, so just keep it simple. I would say not to overwhelm them, just especially in the beginning and depending on their ages as well. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 way that I teach my children is that every month we attend our local meeting. Okay, so we're from Anambra State. We will attend the meeting of Anambra State, and in that meeting the children are taught Igbo once a month. Okay, and they are grouped in different ages as well in those classes, so they will get some Igbo teaching. That's number 4. And number 5 way is that we dance to Igbo music in the house. So I put a lot of Igbo music. In fact, I've taken inspiration from Dance for Health. Okay, Dance for Health is amazing, who's also here on YouTube. She dances to traditional music, so I've taken inspiration, and that's how I do my workout these days. And in the morning I put on Ekolak by Zoro and I start dancing, so they hear me playing it and they learn. So not just Ekolak, we have Tetanora by Christy Esenibokwe and other songs that we play like all the time. And even when we're not playing it, we sing ourselves as well. Okay, so Igbo music is our 5th way to learn. So if I go over them again, the first way is that the organic, the generic way, sort of the best way, which is hard. Just speaking Igbo to them in the house and letting them reply in Igbo. Okay, that's number 1. Again, it's a journey. If you're trying to do that and you think you're not finding success, just persist. Even me, I'm persisting. Okay, it's not where I want it to be, but I'm persisting. Number 2 is getting them to do writing tasks for me. So we have a whiteboard. Sometimes they write on the whiteboard, sometimes they write on paper. I'll just say, write 4 Igbo words, or make a sentence in Igbo. Okay, they do this once a week or once every 2 weeks. Okay, and the third one is like the second one. They do some writing again, but on my PowerPoint on my laptop. Okay, so they'll make a presentation like 5 slides with 5 sentences or 5 words. And then we go hunting online to get the pictures. We usually get them from on Splash or Pixel.com, and they are usually royalty free pictures that you can use without making attributions to the creators. Okay, so this is what we do. Number 3. Number 4 way is that we go to a meeting once a month. So sometimes we're not regular, but on the average, like in a year, we would attend that meeting at least 9 times or 8 times. Okay, so and each time we attend the meeting, there's a teaching for kids. Igbo, they have an Igbo class at least for 1 hour. Okay, and the final way is Igbo music. So we dance a lot in the house, and we just dance Igbo music. So just that Igbo music playing in the background, it helps them with the pronunciation, the sounds, and you know how the songs can be. If you listen to a song over and over again, it gets in your head and you start singing even if you don't know the meaning. So yeah, so Igbo music is the 5th way and dancing to it. Right, Dalo, I would like to hear how you're teaching your child Igbo, or maybe you want to share which of these tips you are going to use in teaching your children Igbo. One cordio.
Okay guys, welcome back from watching Ijeoma's 5 steps, or IJ's 5 steps on how she teaches her children to speak Igbo. In this video, she's given her 5 main steps. And 1, she speaks Igbo to the children and gets them to reply back. The second one is that she gives them writing tasks, which is an absolutely fantastic way as well. I've never thought of that before, but it's something I'm going to try. Gives them writing tasks, and this way the children can go back to their Igbo language book, a reference book, read up whatever they want to translate in Igbo language from English to Igbo language, write it up. And also she involves them in her Igbo language channel by getting them to make PowerPoints which she can share. That is a fantastic idea, especially in this digital age where children are so interested in everything tech. So doing it this way will get the kids to see that learning Igbo is not just some boring thing of paper and pen. They can actually go online, use the internet, research, get their ideas, make up PowerPoints that will be used. I think that's a fantastic way of involving children to speak a new language, to speak Igbo language. Something else is the kids attend, or the family attends Igbo meeting, Anambra State meeting, where the kids are taught Igbo. This is one thing I like because I find it's a way of immersing the children in the language. if you check out on the video I've sent her, one thing I said is getting children to speak with other children. I feel that kids, or I know this is a general fact, children copy children. So when kids see other kids speaking or doing something, they kind of want to do that as well. So together, when they learn Igbo together, it's a good way of encouraging them to speak the language. And finally, something else she does is they dance to Igbo language music. That is fabulous. That's really cool. In my video, I was talking about getting the children to sing, or we translate English language songs to Igbo, how we sing it together. In both, from my point of view and hers, one common thing I've noticed is the practice, immersing the children in the language. Igbo language is not something that you just sit down with paper and pen and start learning. No, you have to be with, and it's not just Igbo, any language you're learning. You don't just learn it in isolation. It's best to come together with other people that have mentality, like ideas, and you go in together and do it together. That's the best way to learn. I've spoken about myself. I'm learning to speak French, and something I enjoy doing is watching French movies. Just sit down and listen, and because in a language, something I like is not just to learn to speak, but to learn the intonation, to learn how to pronounce. Pronouncing the right way is something very important when learning a new language. So a big thank you to Ijoma for doing this collaboration with me. It is an honor. I look forward to doing more. We're going to be doing more, guys, so please check out Ijoma's channel, Igbostudy, here on YouTube. You will learn so much. She breaks things down, like literally breaks it down for you to get what it is that she's trying, the message, the information she's trying to pass on. So please check her out. I'm going to post the link, and I'm going to put something here for you to see one of her videos, and that way you go to her channel, check her out. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? What are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that every time I post a new video or I upload a new video, you will get to know about it ASAP. So guys, thanks so much for watching this channel. Until then,